Friends, I had hoped that TV studios will have some sense about what outrage has happened in Bangalore and they would have some good debate on it. But it seems a film star's murder is much more important than the outrage that happened in Bangalore, just like the unimportance of national education policy. What has happened in Bangalore is a challenge to the power of the state. What has happened in Bangalore is a challenge to the patience of peace-loving majority Indians, whether Hindus or Muslims. And what do we find? Any excuse will do for these people to create riotous situations, to create disturbance. It is also true that the seeds of this particular disturbance go back 100 years back, when the Khilafat Andolan was supported by the Congress party. Not only supported by the Congress party, but when the Boplas, then the leadership was given to the orthodox mullahs as compared to the modern outlook Muslims, it opened the floodgates of permanent hijacking of the Indian political space by these mullahs. Not only Khilafat, the subsequent Mopla riots, which saw hundreds killed, thousands killed and raped and pillaged and converted. And when the Congress leadership of Nehru and Gandhi simply played apologists to their games, emboldened by this apologist approach, we saw that the riots spread to India till 1924. There were riots and nobody could control it till finally British took charge that okay, enough is enough. That was followed by direct action 1946, realizing the weakness of the Hindu society and realizing the weakness of Congress party. Congress party was branded as a Hindu party and the demand for Pakistan rose. What happened? Ultimately direct action took place. Even that was hidden from the majority of people. Nobody knew. Thousands were killed with pre-planned attacks till the Hindus woke up and took charge. And then everybody jumped in to control it. Noakhali happened. So we find that the silence of the majority community and the bigger role played by the so-called secular parties in hiding these crimes has emboldened these people who run riot and any excuse will do. We know, if you people not be aware, when Al-Aqsa was burned in Israel, there are riots in India. When Hazrat Bal, strange incident of losing a hair of the Prophet was created, there are riots all over, including Pakistan, East Pakistan, and Hindus were killed and looted. So this is a game that everybody is playing, and unless we learn that this is the way these leaders of the community behave, we are in serious trouble. This particular Bangalore incident is a continuation of the soft-headed approach to the Tablighi Jamaat, and before that CAA induced riots in Delhi. Same kind of atmosphere is created, riots are created, and if there is any retaliation, you will cry victimhood. So we must realize when we are talking of Karnataka, right? In Karnataka, there were rationalists who said we will piss on Shivalinga, nothing happens, and many other ridiculous things and obscene things. When Hindus protested, they were told about freedom of expression. When M.F. Hussain made the most obscene paintings of Hindu gods and goddesses, we were explained about freedom of expression. When legal cases were put on, we were told that this is not right. You are harassing the poor chap. He has freedom of expression. Same freedom of expression stops when other religion is hurt. So my suggestion is that either have a very strict blasphemy law, well, everybody can be charged and criminalized, whether it's offense against any community, so people on equal playing ground. You cannot have law, you cannot have Sharia above law. That is the entire idea, that you cannot hurt sentiments of a particular community because that is above law, but others must follow law. So let's have a blasphemy law which will allow everybody to charge others who are misbehaving in the community and charge by strict criminal action. Or if you so much believe in freedom of expression, please have a right to offend. So anybody can offend any religion and no action can be taken, and state will give protection to those people. So let us move out of this, this kind of heavenly feeling that everything is fine. What excuses to see, what kind of now special, constitutional reserve constitutional Muslims and all these demands which are based are exactly like pre-partition days. The riotous situation created is like pre-partition days. Those who haven't, please read the history of that time. Or if you don't want to go back to history, there is a book by Sanjay Dixit recently being published on CAA and Article 370. It tells you the entire history behind this kind of approach. So let us be very clear that we must wake up. We cannot take these things in our stride that it is nothing but a small disturbance. These are planned disturbances. When CAA agitations happened, the Shaheen Bagh was replicated in at least 60-70 locations across India. When Corona happened, government was very soft in trying to clear that hurdle. This has created an impression that we are a soft state, that the state will not take action. So let us be very clear that this kind of approach to our land, to our constitution will not be tolerated, and government must act very tough. Thank you.